Spicer his say. He was on the Hugh Hewitt show this morning. Here's his response to the criticism.
That's what we do. We go back and forth, and I don't treat one person different than the next. To suggest that somehow because of her gender or race she be treated differently, I think is frankly demeaning to her.
Jason, does he have a point about that?
No, I don't believe him. I think it was offensive. I think it was inappropriate. I think it was racist, and I think it was sexist. We also have to remember that this is the same Sean Spicer who was caught on camera when he was being annoyed by a local woman at a local mall and said, "You're lucky that you still get to be in this country." And he said this to a Latina woman. So it's not like this is completely bizarre to think this is the case. We also have to remember that the rhetoric and the behavior of this administration from top to bottom has demonstrated a lack of respect and a lack of consideration for people of color. I'm not surprised, and it seems par for the course for how they've operated.
I think it's sad. I think this is not going to help our country. I don't think Sean Spicer's lying. I watch this press briefing every day. By the way, there's a lot of highlights. And he allows April, who's a friend of mine, I have deep respect for April, he allows her to ask multiple questions at every briefing. I thought this was too feisty, and I don't think the feistiness in the press briefings is actually that helpful, but I don't think there was any ill intent or disrespect. But I think what you're seeing is a press secretary that's dealing with a lot of news every day all at once, and there's a lot to deal with, and I think that was a moment where he pushed back and got feisty with a reporter who he has a very good rapport with on most days.
So I want to walk behind that.
Racism.
I've spent years sitting in that briefing room.
Tell other people
You don't
what
either.
racism is.
You
Yes,
don't
I
either.
do.
No, you don't.
Because you don't experience
You don't know
it.
this is Sean Spicer.
This has nothing to do with
Okay.
You don't need to raise your voice because that's not right what I'm talking.
No,
You just raise your voice with someone who's simply disagreeing with
No,
you.
you
have interrupted me throughout
Oh
this
my
entire
God, really?
exchange, and rather than speaking
Seriously?
respectfully and considerately, you raise your voice at me because you're uncomfortable.
Don't-
You're uncomfortable.
don't
You
quiet
are
me.
uncomfortable
Don't quiet
at being
me.
spoken to
Don't
by someone
quiet
who
me.
doesn't
Don't
agree with
judge
you
somebody.
and recognize that
Let's-
you know what we're talking about.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
but finish your thought, and then I'd like you to respond.
My thought is this is the exact kind of aggression and lack of respect that we're talking about. And it goes beyond Sean Spicer. It goes to President Trump. It goes to Steve Bannon, who runs an alt-right website. We're talking about having civil conversations in Congress. And the moment that someone who is African-American demonstrates a matter of integrity or intent or strength that makes somebody uncomfortable, if they have some issue with that, they do not respond to it. And they keep interrupting him because he's incapable of respecting the space and time that I've established.
I don't care what color you are, and I have respect for you.
I care what color you are because it's important because our differences are also part of this country. Can we count how many times you've interrupted me beforehand and then you yelled at me? Please continue, but let's make sure we don't lose that point.
Do I get some time?
Yes, you do. Now,
Great.
after having interrupted me consistently.
Go
That's
ahead.
great. Okay, it's great to be here. That's really great respect.
Yes, it is.
Let me just say
From
this,
you.
which is as the country has to deal with these really nettlesome issues, I don't think it helps to immediately jump to the charge of racism, misogyny. Many of us will call deplorables in the last campaign. The idea is this: let's go to the issues at hand. I thought April's question was very, very respectful, and I think it's legitimate, okay? And I think she deserves an answer for that question. I think the feistiness sometimes, the feistiness we just demonstrated to the American people, I think sometimes it doesn't help. We ought to be honest. You have your viewpoint, I have my viewpoint. If you want to lay it on me, that's fine. But the fact is this: let's get down
And
to
you're
the
not
issues.
denying feistiness of your own.
Yeah, of course. I'm a feisty person. I assume that's one of the reasons why you invite me here.